Yo, what up YouTube? This is going to be a little garden preview of what's going down in the garden. So we've got, we're going to flip it to the other side and check it out. Alright, so here's part of my terrace. Got that set up with, I'm going to use my finger here to point. Beans kind of swooping around this side. There's some pea plants. I'm actually going to plant a couple more things there in those little pots. There's some arugula and some kale. Kind of fill in this area right here. And then this little area here is going to be pretty much just going to give room for a cantaloupe. And then I might even put another watermelon kind of in this little area here. I have a pumpkin here. Then I have nasturtium flower. There's marigold there, and then a couple other things here. This cantaloupe, and then that's a pumpkin. So we'll see how they do next to each other. They're in the same family. They might be robbing resources or helping each other out. More than likely the prior. But then we've got some, I think these are radishes or beets. I forget kind of what those were. And that's a watermelon there, and then another marigold down there at the end, and a marigold at the end. So I'm kind of just having pollinators kind of show up at the ends, or at least the plants that are going to at least help with that, and then kind of give the opportunity for the other flowers to be seen throughout the whole thing. And then there's some things that don't even have flowers, like the kale and arugula that I was talking about before. So let's actually just take a peek a little further down. Alright, so we're back over, just kind of about a few feet over, just so I kind of jump this across, I don't do too much movement. These are squash and yellow summer squash, so zucchini is one and yellow summer squash is the other. Then we've got raspberry plants right here. They started last year. Oh, here's my cat. So they started last year, and basically just getting them started again this year. Their new growth or whatever is showing back up, and they were very almost like one cane, if you will, coming off a plant. So yeah, it took a while for them to regenerate. Last year was really hot. Now they're coming back. And then we have some lavender. These two are okra. And then this is another cucumber, which I'm going to try to get it to grow on the trellis over here at one point. So it's going to start over here, but it's going to end up on this wire mesh up here. And then another marigold and another cantaloupe. So basically these two are going to go over those trellises there. And then we've got my cat eating grass next to the sage. There's also some garlic chives here, and then if I kind of zoom in a little bit more, we can see that these are, that's thyme. Right here is thyme. And then we've got a bunch of dill seed from last year that it is a perennial, so it's going to just continue to show back up. But these are all of the dill seeds that kind of just kept seeding itself, and there's a bunch over there too and stuff like that. So we're not going to worry about that too much, and I'll just kind of be chopping it down as I need to. Then there's a few onion plants here. A bunch of grass that I just cut down because it was just overgrown. Onion, and then this is now kind of just like the nitro bed, the nitrogen type of plants. So lettuce, spinach, kale, greens, and all the other different things. And yeah, except for this kind of corner here. So I've got lavender here and here. And then I'm going to put an arugula and another kale kind of in. Those are my last of my little starters. So pretty much got a good spread of different things here that, oh, it's a bitty. And this cat is a good cat. He actually helps the garden. So he helps keep away like a lot of the animal pests that could possibly show up. Even though I have a kind of a fencing around this. Doesn't necessarily mean that birds can't just jump in here and try to do some things like that. So yes, and there's also a ton of gnats right here, so I'm going to get out of this area. That's pretty much at least the back area. Kind of moving forward, there's actually another area here. Let's check it out right now. It's the strawberry patch. Awesome. So yeah, strawberry patch is doing good. I'm actually going to be putting a kind of netting over this here very soon. The strawberries are actually starting to bloom. So soon enough, we're going to be seeing a lot more of this strawberry action, and I'll kind of be letting everybody know how it goes. Actually blooming or doing anything. I don't remember that as a kid, so it's kind of cool to do some stuff that kind of helps you understand how the whole life cycle really works. It's pretty cool. So that's kind of what my channel is really about, is showcasing these type of things. I have a passion in a lot of different things. Gardening is one of them. But yeah, just stay with me, y'all. There's a lot of different things to learn on my channel if you actually do subscribe and all the different things. It's a good time to even talk about that. So yeah, let's check out the rest of the garden, and then we'll cut the video short here. All right, so we've got some, and a lot of the things, I didn't really mention it before, but a lot of this stuff is from seed. So not even a lot of it, I would say almost 80 to 90% of the things that I grow are from seed. I like the challenge of kind of seeing how the plants grow and seeing the different life stages of them. These are some flowers. They're wildflowers. I can't tell you exactly if these are forget-me-nots or exactly what they are at the moment. When they bloom, I'll be able to tell you a bit better. This particular one, these wispy-looking ones, these are cosmos, a different type of cosmos flower. And there's a different variety of that too that I have, but this is all the same variety, it looks like. This one, once they bloom, we'll see that. Like, obviously, this is just foliage right now. It's like nothing. Same thing with this one down here. It actually is a marigold plant that kind of got a bit hurt. So ultimately, that one is having a hard time. It's actually about the same age as the one in the back that bloomed. But, yeah. And then here's my potatoes. Oh, they're doing great. Except for a couple little areas like the corner here. It's a bunch of radishes. And this stuff just like seeded from last year. It was just kind of in the dirt. So I'm going to pull certain things when they need to be. The radishes, though, are going to happen a lot sooner than the potatoes. So I'm just going to pull those out when they're actually done. Same thing with a few other things. And then I might even put something along this edge here, because there is really nothing going on there, that I could put something there too. Potentially that can kind of go well with potatoes, so the potatoes aren't like growing all over there. But I might even just let it do that, where it just grows. The potatoes just kind of form like almost wide across this area here, and like below it too a little bit. So there should be a good amount of potatoes that come from this. Even if they're smaller, there'll still be a good amount of quantity. Pretty much about it. I can't say there's any too much more. There's a few other plants in the front. We'll talk about those at some other time. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and stay making, stay growing, stay doing things, y'all. Peace.